Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. It's pumpkin season. I'm so excited. It means a lot of pumpkin recipes are gonna come your way. In most, pumpkin puree is used. So I've decided to share a recipe with you on how to make your own pumpkin puree and can it properly. To give you all bells and whistles on canning, I decided to buy a Canning Essential Tools Kit. And let's see what we have in it. We have a jar lifter, which is essential. Then we have this thing that I will figure out what that one is for. Oh, I believe it is a lid lifter because it has a magnet in it. And of course we have the Canning funnel that should easily fit on jars different sizes and give you a very nice pour. Then we need a Canning steaming racks. I have one that came from my white microwave and one that came from my crock pot, and I believe one is too small and the other one is too large for my very tall stock pot that we also need, but I will make it work. I'll just put the little one in there and hopefully it would be okay. And of course, no canning process would be possible without a canning jars. I have a different varieties of companies that I like to use, and I have a different sizes. I have this one, which is a 3-cup size by Ball. It has a place where you put the date on it. And the two ones on the right, I like this company too. That company is called Anchor Hawking. So choose the ones you like. First rule in canning, you have to sterilize your jars. So you need to put your canning rack on the bottom of the stock pot. Then add the water just to cover the rack. And then you're going to place your jars and also all the lids around it. Then we're going to bring the water to a boil. Lower the heat to medium-low, close the lid, and sterilize our jars for 25 minutes. And after that, using our jar lifter, we're gonna take the jars out and place them either on a kitchen towel or on a drying rag, and also your lids. Okay, we finally made it to a pumpkin choice. And this is my choice. I like that sugar pie squash and a butternut squash. I think if you mix both, it's gonna give you the most tasty puree. So I use the ones very small, not like gigantic sizes, because I don't want to make a lot. So we're gonna cut our pumpkin in half. So use a very sharp knife, but be careful. And then what you see inside you see a bunch of seeds and a lot of fiber. So we need to take a spoon and scrape all this stuff out, and then scrape it hard, because all these fibers, you see, like all these noodles inside, they have to come out. And then you have your seeds and the clean pumpkin. You could clean the seeds and roast them and eat them. They're actually very delicious. And the same thing we're gonna do with this butternut squash, which is a very small one. I am just gonna take all the seeds out and quarter it like that. And pay attention, I am not removing any skin from the pumpkins. And the sugar pie pumpkin, I'm gonna cut into wedges, really big wedges. And they kind of rocking a little bit on the cutting board. So I need to stop them from rocking. So I've decided I'm gonna cut it in half too. This way they're not gonna rock all the way in the oven while they're cooking. And I think that would be fine. Line a very large baking sheet with the parchment paper and set your pumpkins on it. And this is why we didn't remove any skins, because we're gonna be cooking our pumpkin with the skin side down, And the skin will actually prevent a pumpkin from burning. So if the skin burns, it's okay, you can always remove it. And then we need to bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 45 minutes up to an hour, depends on how you cut your pumpkin. And as you can see, the flesh is very tender, so we need to cool it down slightly. Using the spoon, as you can see, very easily all the pumpkin, that tender pumpkin, is gonna come off from that skin and directly into this large bowl where we're gonna be using that hand blender and then to blend our pumpkin out. So take a little bit time to do it because you don't want any chunks of pumpkin in there. And as soon as your pumpkin puree is nice and smooth like that, you see how pretty it is, it's ready. Our jars have cooled down and I've decided I'm gonna use these 3 because I don't think I have enough pumpkin puree to fit into 4 jars. So I'm gonna be using the 2-cup one and 2 jars of the 1 cup each, because most of the recipes call for 1 cup of pumpkin puree, so that would be very convenient. And then here it is, our pumpkin puree is in the jars, and now we need to seal the jars. So we need to put the jars back into our pot, and then on a low heat we're gonna steam them for 45 minutes. And now our jars completely sealed. As you can see, those buttons on inside the lids are not risen. There is another way you can check if your jars are sealed properly. If you try to lift that lid insert, it is actually almost impossible until you apply some pressure. I hope you liked this video and found it useful. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you soon. Bye.